Hello everyone, welcome to Mentor Brains and welcome back to our Core Java series. And today in this lecture we are going to discuss examples of unary operators. We had already discussed it before also and we'll continue it now. We have very interesting example today. So example 2. Okay, so int x equals to 10, x equals to x plus, I have a bracket over here, I'm writing plus plus x, then plus x plus 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 minus minus x plus x. Okay, so what is here? X plus x means, as I've already told you, that they are prefix and postfix increment and decrement operators. So this one is your prefix one and this one is your postfix one. Okay, so we are going to execute it. At last I am printing it sopln. This is the short form for writing system.out.println. In the computer, sopln can't be written as it is. Just remember it is written as system.out.println, but because of lack of space and so that I can write fast, I've written sopln. Okay, so we are going to execute it one by one. So as we come on to this line, named memory location x will be created with the value of 10 because x equals to 10. Now here, if x equal to x plus, this whole statement will go one by one onto everything. So x equal to x plus, x is 10, so 10 plus x. Now what is prefix? I have already told you that prefix was change, then use, and this postfix was use, then change, right? So this is your prefix, this is change then use. So 10 will be converted to 11 and it will be used because it is change then use. So the changed value will be written over here. Okay, now executing this x plus plus, this is postfix, it is use then change. So what will happen? The value which is written over here will be written and then it will be changed in the memory to 12. So used and then changed. Okay, then coming on to this, minus minus x is denoted as prefix decrement operator. So it says change and then use. So first it will be changed, that is decremented in memory to 11, and then this new value will be used over here. So this execution will give 11. Okay, and then whatever plus x is written, that is whatever the value of x is there in the memory, it will be used as it is, plus 11. Okay, so 10 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11. So if we calculate it, it will be giving 54. Okay, so our new value of x in the memory will be 54. Okay, so after the statement executed, we get 54 in our memory of x, and while executing this statement, the output will be whatever value is there in that memory location, which is 54, and that will be printed on our output window, that is 54. Okay, I hope this must be clear. We went step by step, first executed this, then this, then this, and so on, and then printed it. Okay, so you have to go step by step and remember the rules for both of them, and if you go step by step, it would be solved very easily. Let's do one more example. It was change then use and use then change. Okay, so example 3. This is also very interesting one. Int a equal to 0, a equal to a plus a plus a plus minus a, and then sopln, that is system.out.println. Okay, so again we'll go step by step over here. As we go on to this statement, a name memory location of A is created with value 0 inside it. Okay, now executing this statement, we have A equal to A plus. The value of A is 0, so 0 plus. Now we come on to plus plus A. This is again our prefix operator. We are changing and then using the value. So value of A will be changed to 1 and then it will be used here. So it was prefix operator, so change then use. It was changed to 1 and then used over here. Next is plus plus A. Plus plus A is again a prefix operator. Again the value will be changed to 2 and it will be used over here. Then plus, now executing this statement, minus minus A. Okay, so the value of A will be again changed and then used. So the value will be 1, decremented by 1. So this. Okay, so while this statement is executed, our result will be 4 and this value will go into A. So 4 over here, and on coming on to this statement, it will be printing on the screen on the output window the value of A, and the value of A is 4, so output will be 4. Okay, so this was also again an easy example. Now let's go on to one last example of postfix and prefix, and then we'll move on to the next unary operator. So example 4, this one has int A equal to 1, B equal to 2 and C equal to 3. 3 variables, okay. Then the statement A plus equal to A plus plus into 2, this is your asterisk, and then it is B plus equal to plus plus B into 2, okay, and C equal to C plus A plus B. Now I will print SOPLN A, SOPLN B, SOPLN C. Okay, so I'll execute all the statements one by one and we'll see the result. So the first statement, int A equal to 1, B equal to C equal to 3, this assigns the value A, B, C as 1, 2, 3 respectively. So A will be having value 1, B will be having value 2 and C will be having value 3 initially as this is executed. Now after this, after the statement, while executing this one, I'm writing it over here, it will be A plus, it will be A plus equal to, so it is A equal to A plus plus A plus plus into 2, right? This is your statement, and this A plus equal to is, as I told you before, if I write A plus equal to 0, that means A equal to A plus 0, that is basically A is coming over here. So in this also A plus is coming over here, and as it is, this is copied. Okay, so while executing the statement, first my value of A will be written over here plus A plus plus. Now A plus plus means it's a postfix operator. First I'll use the value and then change it. So I'm using the value 1 and then changing it to 2, incrementing it by 1, so it will be changed to 2. Then multiply sign and then 2. So my new value of A will be 2 plus 1, that is 3, and that 3 will be going into this A. Okay, so this statement, my A is changed to 3. Done. Now moving on to this statement. Now the value, again this can be written as B equal to B plus plus B into 2. Okay, so now my value of B is 2, so 2 plus B, that means change then use. My value of B will be first changed and then used. So my value will be changed to 3 and then it will be used as 3. Okay, and after that it is into 2. So 3 into 2 is 6 plus 2, that is 8, and that 8 will be going into my B. So my new value of B will be 8. Okay, so this statement is executed step by step. Now going on to this statement for C. C equal to C plus A plus B. Now C is, my value of C is 3 plus the value of A is 3 plus the value of B is 8. Okay. So so what is happening over here, my value of C which is in my output is 3 over here, so I'm writing it as it is. And one more thing, you can write this statement as this also, C plus equal to A plus B, because we know we had done that A plus equal to 0 is equals to A equal to A plus 0. So this is just additional information that you can write this statement as this also, C plus A plus B, because this will be converting into this itself. Okay, so we have 3 plus 3 plus 8, that is 14. So 1 4 will be going into C. Okay, and my new value, this will be 14. Okay, so after executing all these 3 statements, all these 4 statements, we come on to these. So on the output window, my SOPLN A will give the result as 3, so 3. Then SOPLN B will give the result as 8, so 8. And SOPLN C will be giving the result as 14, so 14. This will be my output. Okay, so we executed it step by step, followed the rules, and we printed this on the screen. Okay, I hope that must be clear. We'll go on to the last operator, unary operator, and we'll see what is that. So my last operator is this exclamation mark, which stands for negation operator. Negation operator. Okay, so negation operator, as the word negation means, it is just giving the reverse result, inverse. Okay, so if I'm writing system.out.println SOPLN, putting the negation operator and writing true. True is the boolean value which I've already told you. So the output of that will be false, because the inverse of true is false. Similarly, SOPLN, if I write false over here, it will result as true. And one more example, if I write SOPLN negation operator and the condition 5 is greater than 4. Okay, so what will be the result? Now 5 is greater than 4 is obviously true, so this is true. The negation of true is false, so output will be false. So it is very simple that whatever you are writing, it is inversing that and giving you the output. So I hope that must be clear to you, and we'll be moving on to other operators further, to binary and ternary operators, as we move on to our next lecture. And till then, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. You can like, you can comment, you can share, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.